cannot accept women's nature, then it will be hard for you to accept reality. If you cannot accept women's nature, women's true nature, then it will be hard for you to accept reality. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Alfred once again, and yet I'm back again with another video for Kati Avenue, right? Now, obviously, you've heard what the titles, today's title is. If you cannot accept women's true nature, then it will be very hard for you to accept reality. Reality meaning life in general, the realities of life. Now, remember one thing, that women are going to be women. There's no need to get mad about it. There's no need to get angry. They're going to do what you actually accept them to do, right? Whatever you accept about them, they're going to do it, because it's in their nature to do what they're going to do. Whatever it is, whether it's good, it's bad, it's evil, it's whatever you think that is unacceptable, but they're still going to do it because it's in their nature. Let me tell you one story, right? So it's a story about the frog and the scorpion. I think you've heard about this one before, but I'm going to narrate it though. So there was this frog one day who was about to cross the river, the other side of the river, right? And so just when he was about to cross the river, there comes a scorpion. And the scorpion stops him and says, "Hey, Mr. Frog, can you help me? I also want to cross over that river, and I can swim. Since you can swim, just help me hop into your back and we cross together," right? But Mr. Frog thought about that for a while and said, "Hey, listen, you are a scorpion, you might sting me. What happens if you sting me?" But Mr. Scorpion said, "Listen, why would I sting you? Besides, if I sting you and we're swimming, then we'd both drown, you see. So I'm not going to sting you. Besides, I want to cross over to the other side of the river also, see." So Mr. Frog thought about it and said, "Yeah, maybe it's logical, right? Because why would he sting me if he just wants to cross over to the other side, right?" So Mr. Scorpion jumps over Mr. Frog's back, and Mr. Frog starts swimming to the other side, right? And just when they were halfway, right, Mr. Scorpion stings Mr. Frog. Just before they drown, Mr. Frog says, "Hey, listen, man, why did you sting me? Now we're both going to drown. Why did you do that?" Mr. Scorpion said, "Hey, I couldn't help it. It's in my nature." You cannot blame Mr. Scorpion. It's in his nature to do what he did, to sting, right? And so this analogy goes back to, in fact, it goes back to most people. They're going to do what they want. But in here, because we are men, I'm talking specifically men, is not to take most things personally with women, right? To try your best not to, right? They're still going to do what they're going to do, right? They're going to flake, right? They're going to cheat, right? They're going to lie, they're going to manipulate, and they're going to do whatever they're going to do. It's in their nature. Can't get angry, can't be always be thinking about that, right? You're better off thinking about your purpose and being productive and doing what you're supposed to be doing, instead of thinking and complaining about what nature has adored whatever is adored into them, right? So this ties back to you always, right? Female are going to act the way they're going to act, but they're also going to act because remember, they're also different, right? Women may act all as if they're the same, but they also have different sort of acts that they act upon different individuals, different men, right? So the way they see you is the way they're going to act. So it all ties back to who you are and how you handle yourself. If you're the type who's going to take things personally, guess what? A majority of the time, the petty women, because they're a majority, you see, women most of the time are petty. That's how they are. Majority, at least. You're going to find very in between. You're going to find very few women who are matured enough to understand that what you want, right? So most will be petty. They're going to troll you, right? So if you take things too personally, right? And then you come across a woman who is very petty, right? Guess what? She's going to be petty, right? Because that's who they are. They're going to test you. So it goes back to you. And this is exactly why I say us as men cannot escape self-development, self-improvement. You cannot escape that, right? Because if you're not going to improve yourself, what you'll be doing is thinking that the way others react or act with you or to you, actually the problem, a majority of the problem is them. When you are the one who has to improve on your thinking most of the majority of the time, positively, or just improve certain aspects of who you are. Self-improvement, as I usually say, self-development ties back to self-awareness and you know who you actually are, right? Which means at the end of the day, if you're going to improve, right, and develop yourself and have self-awareness, there are certain things that you will not accept. You're going to give that out subconsciously. And then once you do that subconsciously, people will act the way you want them to act, at least a majority of the time, because then you have that ability to filter out the things that you do not want. Why? Because, excuse me, because you've improved on who you are. So you cannot escape self-improvement, you cannot neglect self-development or any of that, because it ties back to the self, who you are, and the self-awareness of who you want to be. So if you think that in general people are acting a certain way, not just women, right, just in general, then there's some aspects that you know you have to improve on. You cannot be average and then expect things to be cautious, right? But if you're satisfied with where you are, that's it, then it's good enough. But if you think that you're not satisfied with where you are and you think you can do better, or you have that ambition to be better, to self-improve, to see the best version of you, then it's best to improve and have self-awareness so that you know how to act when certain people, whether women, male, act a certain way towards you. The thing is, right now, we also have trolls in real life. People also troll. We have people who are trolling others, right? Because they want a reaction. Now, those who troll, right, all they want is a reaction because they're petty. That's who they are. They're petty people out there who want reactions because they feel empty inside and they want others to feel the same. As the saying going, as the saying goes, misery loves company, right? So trolls just want people to be as miserable as them. Now, if you know yourself, you've developed yourself into the best version of yourself, you've improved in a lot of aspects of yourself, then you'll recognize that certain people are just trolls, right? Whether women, female, right? So it doesn't always have, you don't always have to get angry, you don't always have to react to certain situations or to certain people. Just know that there are certain people who they are, they'll do what they do, right? The females will do what they do, and they may not change anytime soon, right? Because of certain factors. We have all sort of things now going on right now with social media. Women now have money, so they don't feel like they have the freedom. So I don't think they feel like they have to change for anyone, right? Which in reality, I guess they don't. Why should they? They work, they do all sorts of things. And this is not me trying to advocate for all that women should be free and all that. It's just the reality. It's where we are headed. But it's also how we as men can actually act upon that and not always be in a reactive mode. Once you're always in a reactive mode, you're only inviting more of those trolling, more of what the nature of those females that you do not, the nature of the female, the nature, the female nature that you do not want, right? But by improving on yourself, then you'll invite more of the nature that you want because you've actually improved yourself. That's how it goes. Now, most men do not want to improve. Most men want shortcuts. Most men just want people to change, or even female nature to change without actually transforming and changing themselves. So that's not reality. You're lying to yourself thinking that people should change for you. Work on yourself, improve yourself, then see, that's when you're going to see changes. And remember, these will take a while. It does not come overnight. You'll see these things gradually, right? Because you are transforming. Your mindset is transforming, and so is your body, right? Because I advocate for well-being of the mind and well-being of the body. It's just a matter of exercising and making sure your mind is always working sharply, right? So that you understand what's going on. That's it. Then make sure that you're improving on other things like skills, right? Have skills, right? Make sure that you know what you're doing at each time. Spend your time wisely. Then you'll see how women will actually transform and will be much more positive towards you, right? That won't fade because you will be positive. You have a positive impact on yourself, then naturally you're going to have a positive impact on your environment and also those around you. So that was one of that's something that I was thinking about and musing about just a few days ago, and something to think about as men, and it's something to always remember that most people will change if we change. Don't expect that the next person to change if we're not willing to change, especially women. If you have women problems, remember, relationships always starts with you. The first relationship, as a grown man that is, if you're grown, you have to have a better relationship with yourself. Once that is done, right, you're improving the relationship with yourself, then that's when you're going to have a better relationship with others because you know exactly what kind of relationship you want. With that said, it's been your boy Alfred and for Wakati Avenue. Thank you for some of you who have been emailing me and encouraging me, right? Saying you like my stuff, to continue with this. Really grateful, and check out my Instagram, check out my tweets. I have not tweeted for a while, but I'm going to go right back to that. And with that said, thank you very much and peace.